Oh, Justin, my goodness, you guys are just having your way with me.
Ah. Matt, don't speak. You'll blow out my speakers.
I don't know how not to speak.
What?
What?
Guest appearance by Lil Jon.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, ski. They calling me.
To the window.
To the wall. Down.
Whoa. Airbnb. New York Senate passes bill banning online advertising of short-term apartment rentals.
Why?
The
Advertising?
legislation would make it illegal for Airbnb users to post short-term rentals on the website for less than 30 days.
Why? Who cares? Why don't they focus on fixing housing for people that want to stay there permanently? Because the only reason people are able to do that is because they use Airbnb to supplement their income. So they can't even afford to live in their own houses full time. Maybe that's the bigger problem there.
Well, I'm wondering if, can I still, stay for, a day or two?
I think you can stay as long as you want. I think it's just advertising. You can't promote it. You basically can't compete with hotels.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Because fuck you, hotels need money more than, homeowners and renters.
I've used Airbnb. It's great.
Yeah.
It's my baby daddy. Let me get something to hydrate myself.
Got wet the whistle.
I gotta.
I'm sipping on some Coca-Cola right now.
I'm
I got me
sipping
some
on some
Dr.
cocaine.
Pepper.
All right, burb.
Beerba.
I finally finished the latest episode about a week late. It's ready to go. I'm gonna put it live Tuesday. It's called WWDD. I didn't want to call it What Would Dill Do because I didn't want to accidentally get flagged by Facebook's ad policy. So
What?
it's WWDD.
What would Dill do? Is it Dill Pickles?
No, it's a picture. That's another thing I didn't want to risk getting slapped by, because Viacom is especially aggressive in protecting their intellectual property. I didn't want to get slapped by that shit. I also thought about doing an Animorphs book cover with me transforming into something else, but for the same reason, I didn't want to risk running afoul of copyright law, which is a shame.
You wouldn't because it's parody.
Yeah, but still, yeah, I guess that probably would have worked, but all the same, I didn't want to ruffle any feathers with that one.
Which one? What do you?
I thought about for the latest episode making the cover, the art, be me on a cover of an Animorphs book transforming into, I don't know, something like
that's
something
fine.
like a dildo maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Probably would have been fine, but I ended up just making what looks like a necklace, like a WWJD necklace, but with WWDD, because the title of the show is What Would Dildo? Although I called it, the title of the show is actually going to be WWDD because I don't want Facebook to reject the ad that we're going to have for the. But kind of that hamstringed me a little bit because my choices for the show title were Ground Control to Major Hole, Don't Stick Electrical Cables in Your Girl Parts, and What Would Dill Do? So my options were limited.
The humor on this show is very, very classy.
Did you guys read the story? It's from, I posted in the chat a story from a subreddit called Old News, and it's about news from all across modern history and just the absurdity of it. And it was a story from the 1850s, and it was describing a farmer who was perplexed that his cow was not giving enough milk, and he wondered why. So he staked out the cow overnight and discovered the cow would like to lay down, and then what he described as a family of Jew lizards would come and suckle the teats and then run away. Now, I'm not sure, because this is the 1850s, I'm not sure if what he means is lizards or what he means is Jews. I don't know which group he's affronting.
Is that like an outdated term for a type of lizard?
It's either an outdated term for a type of lizard or an outdated racial slur against Jewish people. But the
Wait,
thing
which
is,
word?
What?
Wait, which word?
Jew lizards.
I'm talking Jew lizards.
Jew lizards.
Time to Google search.
Yeah, Jew lizards. Just Google search Jew lizards.
I am.
Incognito
I'm doing it
on.
right now. Safe search is probably moderate. I don't know. Whatever. Are the Jews alien lizards? Is the first thing. It's an hour and 20-minute
How old
YouTube
is that video? How old is it? Is it from the 1850s?
February 22nd, 2014.
Wow, we've come a long way.
And then people also ask, there are suggestions, are Jews lizards? And what are the lizard people?
How come nobody wants to know if lizards are Jews? How come it's always
Are Jews? Oh my goodness.
I hope the conclusion of that video is like, absolutely yes. Absolutely.
So in conclusion,
well,
as you can see here, yes.
You guys can start the show. I'm gonna watch an hour and 20-minute YouTube documentary that has a third bar dislike, and I'm going
Only
to
a
just...
third?
Yeah, that's a little more concerning than the content of the
Oh,
video.
he
That's-
recorded it in a tin can in a microwave.
That's
That's good.
This is what it sounds
That's
like.
always good.
that's better than Ghostbusters. I'm a little
Are-
shocked.
Yeah.
Are the Jews alien lizards? This is a real book, I think.
This is a real thing that somebody made.
Yeah, well, let me just... I mean, yeah.
Evidently. I mean, I could, like, upload nothing and call it, like, our lizards Jews or something. I mean...
You know, I've noticed that based on our... After I just finished editing the latest episode, and we did the same thing there, too, where we basically... Our best banter essentially boils down to we're reacting to things on the internet. Which is basically like, we should just go to YouTube at that point to do it.
Huh?
We should
Fine Brothers
consider
will
a
take us
spin-off
down.
project where we just go on the internet and react to things on YouTube.
Well, I'm making a porn parody of this video already, and it's Are the Loos Jizzards? And I'm just going to, switch up the letters and just, we will make... We will
A little too
do...
late for that one. I would have loved to catch you in the act, but I didn't.
We will have...
So,
Shall we
Matt,
warm?
if you need an actor for that, just hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a stuntman, I'm also available. We should.
So right now, one of you is offering your service as an actor, and the other one is offering your service as a stuntman. Mike, do you have stuntman experience?
No.
Will you sign a waiver?
No.
Will you still be my stuntman?
That was the sound of Matt leaving the room. We sign a waiver? No. No words, just leaves the room. Done.
Well, I am here.
You're back! I think we're warm. We should start doing stuff. I feel like we've already that was plenty of banter right there. Which shows or which games do we want to do? What did we do last week? I forgot.
We did.
Again, audiobook. It'd be funnier if Dr. Know-It-All, and then
I think that was it. Because we didn't do Boston Market, and we didn't do
Yeah.
Sex Positions.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought we played 4 games though.
Pretty sure we did.
Yeah, audiobook, try it on for size, Dr. Know-It-All.
I don't think we did try it on for size. I think we did audiobook instead of that.
I'm sorry, not try that on site. We did audiobook. It'd be funnier if Dr. Know-It-All, and I thought there was a 4th one.
Did we do Interrogation?
No, we didn't.
We should play Interrogation
Anyway.
tonight then.
I'm down for
Want to do
that.
interrogation
I do want to do it.
instead of Dr. Know-It-All?
I vote Interrogation.
All right. And then Boston Market as our ending game.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then are we gonna play a couple of games before interrogation?
No, just those two.
Just those 2? We are a.
Maybe a scene game.
Yeah, we got to do one scene game.
Do we?
Well, the plan was to do an opening game, so audiobook would be considered one of those, or try that on for size, or expert challenge if we have people, and then a scene game like audiobook, or like funny riff or documentary or or sound effects or one of those, and then closing game would be like interrogation or Dr. Know-It-All, and then we do a quick round of like Boston Market or Sex Positions, rapid fire. Still don't know why the hell we're calling it that, but all right, I'll go with it.
Quick round of
because
Popeye's
you're,
chicken.
because like your
Fast!
suggestions were like we could call it like the black market, we can call it human trafficking, we can call it sex trade, we can call it just things I don't really want to be associated with. but
Let's
I'm
call
okay
it
with
FBI. Don't listen to this.
Boston. Let's call it Don't Fly List.
The no-fly zone.
All right, so do funny or try that on for size.
Or do you want to do audiobook?
What?
Or do you want to do audiobook?
I
We did
prefer
audiobook last time.
I like it better
You know.
though.
You like it better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it runs a little. Well, Trial on Size is good. I just whatever. Which one do you want to do?
All right.
Okay.
Audiobooks works.
Shall I lead it?
Yes. And then
Okay.
what?
I shall lead it.
What would be our scene game?
Are we gonna meet the players?
Well, no, we're not starting yet. I'm just going over it so we know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We haven't started yet.
The scene game?
Yeah. What scene game should we do? I'm kind of partial to trying sound effects because I feel like that's been going swimmingly.
Okay.
Unless there's other suggestions for that.
We don't have a ton. I mean, there's sound effects. It'd be funnier if new choices built into it now, and
Yeah. Documentary, which is basically Conan's game.
yeah.
Basically.
We have that, what do you call it, Captain's Log, which kind of never really found its footing that well.
We tried.
Well, we tried.
Our turd.
Archer.
Archer.
And then Interrogation, and then Boston Market. Okay. Alright, so I will introduce... Oh, hey, welcome to Chimp Knuckles, the only show that fires back at you. Don't look it in the mouth.
Kablam!
Ah! I am Mike Devon, I am your host, and we've got quite the show. We've got games galore. We've got games, we've got shows, we've got candy, but you can't have any. It's just for Ed. Ed's got all the candy.
Reese's Pieces.
He's got all the Reese's
Don't
Pieces.
look the gift Knuckles and the chimp. I thought of that.
Don't
About
chimp a
45
knuckle in
seconds
the
later.
So we are coming to you live over the magic of Google Hangouts, which is like Skype, similar to Skype, except it takes the suck out of the experience. It's got several features that you may not find over Skype, such as we've got sound effects, we've got noises that we can do whenever the hell we want.
We've got not locking up at inopportune moments.
We got that. We got
What?
We got one of these.
Huh?
Look how funny we are. Look at that. We've also got. We don't have. We may have. Do we have? I can't have sound effects. Can't have it. We got a game that we use that sound that you just heard for. It's a game we call New Choice, and that is an ongoing game that we will be playing throughout the show. Whenever somebody hears that sound, they have to new choice whatever it is they just said, and they have to new choice whatever they just smelled. They have the new choice whatever they just ate. They have the new choice whatever they just pooped. They have the new choice whatever they just drank. They have the new choice whatever they just heard. They have the new choice whatever they just swatted with a fly swatter. And then, whatever they swat with the fly swatter, it just gets everywhere, it makes a mess, and they have to live with it. That's what they do. That's called being an adult. So, we've got the rules straightened out here. We're all clear on how this works. We're gonna go ahead and let's meet the players. First up, we've got Ed Foose, aka Ed Foose. Ed is a universal translator from the Star Trek universe, but he's currently out of work because everybody can universally translate now. Ed, how are you doing?
I mean, it's okay. I'm selling all my enterprise paraphernalia. Demands top dollar. I can sell things for hundreds of thousands of bucks, like bits of the carpet, garbage from the Enterprise. It was all nice, but it's whatever now. I'm getting by, but I'm just worried whenever all my paraphernalia runs out and I can't sell no more. I'm worried, man.
Well, the economy has hit us hard, all of us, even those of us in the future where there is no economy. It sucks, but it's good to have you. We also have with us tonight. We got Matt Leese, aka Strumba. Matt is a Klingon warrior who only speaks Spanish. Matt, how are you doing?
I don't know how to say nyuk nyek in Spanish. That's the only word I know in Klingon. It's hello.
Nyuk nyek?
Yeah, nyuk nyek.
What about kaplach?
Kaplak?
Yeah, what about Kerplach?
What about... Wait,
What about
nyuk
it, mate?
nyeki. There we go. That's kind of Spanish sounding. There we go. Not kosher. Kosher.
Kerplach
I'm
is like
doing
a-
great. The thing is, my universal translator is running the previous OS, so it didn't get the update where everyone's universal translator is working. So I can't understand anyone. So whenever someone tries to talk to me, I just assume they're saying something bad about me. So I punch them as hard as I can in their clavicle.
Oh no, it's one of those like free plus apps where it's like you can download it for free.
I didn't even
But
say anything.
But to get to work, you need to spend like $5 or something. Those are in-app purchases.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't understand anything you said. It sounded angry. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish.
Fuck. Where did that even go? Well, we've met the players.
Where'd you come from?
Where did you go? So we've met our players, I think. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start our first game for today. Our first game is a game we like to call audiobook.
All right, I will take it from here. Clap,
No.
clap, clap, clap. All right, so our first game tonight is a game called Audiobook. The way this works is we have our two players here, Mike and Ed, and they will each have a certain persona about them. They will be given a famous book or story that they're going to retell as taking turns upon hearing this noise. So whenever you hear that noise, we're going to switch between who's telling us the story. After a few times, using their character traits or quirks that I give them, they will completely retell us a famous story, and we will get a nice synopsis and a lovely memory. So, that being said, I'm going to do what I always do and just go to the mighty Google here and just type in famous books and see what I can find. One of these days I'll run out because there's only like 67 books in the world. Just kidding. There's more. There's more books.
There's 69 books.
I'm not sure there's that few books. I'm not sure. I don't believe that was accurate.
Oh, jeez. What do we got here? Oh, this is getting more difficult because I have to... Oh, actually, you know what? I want you guys to retell me The Wizard of Oz.
Whoa.
Can we do that? Do that, everyone?
Yeah.
Because I don't care if we can do it because we're going to do it. All right. Mike, you're going to play the guy who won second place in the voting for the new wizard contest for the Emerald City. And Ed, you were going to play a Munchkin in Denial.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
What? Of what?
A Munchkin in Denial that height exists.
Okay.
All right. So, players, this is the game of audiobook. You have your character traits. You're going to be retelling The Wizard of Oz. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We'll begin with Mike.
Now, see, if that were me, I'm not saying that, everybody made the wrong choice. All I'm saying is that, there's no reason we had to even go to Kansas. Who wants to visit Kansas? We could have solved our own damn problems. We didn't need to throw a house at the bitch. We could have just shot her. I mean, come on. Am I the only one that's thinking it? I must not be the only one that's thinking it. We have guns. We have guns, people. I'm not just a giant floating head. This head's full of ideas. I don't...
And it was just a wonderful, wonderful day when all of a sudden there was a giant, well, I guess a medium-sized, well, a building of, certain sizes just kind of fell down. And I guess it was heavy enough. I don't know if it was really big enough, but it definitely seemed large. It just crushed, this wicked witch. And we were like, all right. And then this, regular-sized girl comes out. I mean, we're maybe about like the same verticalness, and she has a dog that's also about the same size as her. And then all these bubbles start coming everywhere, and these bubbles are like, my height. Like these are giant bubbles. I mean, huge bubbles.
I mean, look, we've got an army of brainless straw men. We've got a whole bunch of these automatons that don't have hearts, and we've got actual fucking lions. Why did we need a little girl and her dog to kill one woman who's afraid of water? Did no one else think of this? Why would you vote for the man who wants to hide behind a curtain and have his head enlarged? It doesn't solve anything. What is this hot air balloon project he's always speaking of? I don't know what hot air balloons do. Do you? I don't know.
I went to the Emerald City once, and that wasn't that much different from Munchkinville. I mean, it's really, people go to see the big city. Well, I mean, I guess it is a city, as in I guess it's like walled and like green, and more people live there. Like it's more densely populated. But I was really underwhelmed. I was expecting this like grandiose place, and it was really just at home. I mean, I felt just right at home there, and I wanted like a crazy experience where I'm just like in awe of everything, and I didn't really get that. So you can bypass the Emerald City next time you go and visit. What you really need to do.
So now Big Head is gone, and we're left with a soulless creature that knows what it is. We've got a heartless creature that now knows how to use its weaponry, and we've got a lion that's not afraid to be a lion. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? I'm not. I'm just saying, maybe we should go back to the days of ritual executions. That's just my opinion.
Well, okay, I've just been lying this entire time. I've been following this wonderful group of 4 people, and I'm just gonna get behind this bird here, behind these trees, and just.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Childhood classic.
Well, dude.
Well booked. I'd read the story of the man who lost the wizard election. I would read that memoir. I'd imagine it reads remarkably similar to Ross Perot's memoirs.
I didn't realize that wizards were democratically elected. I thought they were just kind of whoever's the most magical.
Well, yeah, but I mean, on what system do you gauge said magic? You have to let the people decide who's more magical. It's like you gotta have a wizard off. You gotta turn progressively large things into frogs. You gotta
But then it's like a test of skill, Well, like at the Super Bowl, it's not like, well, we played a game and now you vote who wins.
Well, it's
like
more
there's
like
a
American
definite
Idol.
winner.
It's not an athletic competition. It's more like American Idol. It's more like we
Okay.
decide who's gonna represent us as the American Idol.
I mean, as long as we get a Kelly Clarkson out of it, it's all right.
Mike
with
is
me.
the sommelier of the Wizard of Oz voting procedures for the
Clay,
Wizards.
I'm the Clay Aiken of the Wizard of Oz right now. I'm fine with this.
I'm just imagining there's this like Simon Cowell of wizards who's just like, it's like,
No,
you're
it
not
wasn't-
wizarding good enough.
It wasn't very good. It just wasn't very good, was it?
That was absolutely dreadful.
That's right.
If this was in biblical times, they would have murdered you. Okay.
I mean, your head is marginally larger than it was before. That's it. That's just not.
What would you say your dream is? Nice. I'd like you to start a new one.
No, try again. Try something else. Well, we've established that none of us can do a Simon Cowell impression.
None of us.
Well, we've
Not a
determined
one
that
of us.
we determined that none of us really watch American Idol really ever. So.
I mean, I can go Tinky Winky La La, and then
not
I'm
the same.
Oh.
I suffer from a bad case of wandering accent syndrome, though. I go from like one accent to another in the same sentence, and then just kind of circle back on myself. My
But the thing
accents
is,
just eat themselves.
But the thing is, whenever you're not making an accent, like you're just like talking, and then all of a sudden you just become German, and then are no longer German.
Sometimes, like when I'm emotional, I'll like fall back on my foreign language education, and I'll just use like a Spanish curse or like a Japanese or Chinese saying. Even though I don't really know the languages anymore to be fluent in them, I'm fluent in like their swears. So I'll be like, if like I stub my toe, I'll be like, "Ah!" And no one will know what the fuck. No, with no context, they'll just be like, "Okay."
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've just been like, "Hey, like, Mom, what's for dinner today?" I thought that this gleichen English, and then start screaming German. My drifting is just terrible.
It's like that episode of Family Guy where like Stewie and Brian are arguing, and then Stewie just slips into Spanish and doesn't even realize what's happening.
Went over my head.
No, that's
I hate
vintage
Family Guy.
Yeah, but that's
I
vintage
hate-
Family Guy. That's before it became.
Oh, okay.
a parody.
I
of
never
itself.
really watched that. Like,
There was a time when Family Guy had to try. They were canceled once. Remember? They actually had to fight to stay on the air.
No, I
and
don't
use new
remember. I
ideas.
did not. I was not an avid follower of them. I was probably 13.
Oh my, no, because I was like 10 when Family Guy. It was like 99 or 2000 when they
Oh,
got canceled.
then I would have
You must-
been like.
You were younger than that. You were like
3, 4.
Yeah. So yeah, back in the day, back in my day, Family Guy.
I sort of remember watching Family King of the Hill with my dad.
I remember watching.
We sell
like,
propane and propane accessories.
I'll tell you what. I used to watch I used to sneak downstairs and like watch my dad watch shows that were way not appropriate for like 4-year-old me. My dad had no idea I was watching them. So like I'd watch this movie about like an orca whale eating people, and then I'd be fucking terrified of whales. Or like I'd watch the X-Files. There was one where like a kid gets hit by a car or a train or something, and from then on I was terrified that the car we were in would just start moving backwards on its own and like hit a kid. I scared the fuck out of myself on a regular basis.
It's already fairly passe, but by the time this airs, it definitely will be. But if you guys heard of Simpson Wave,
No.
Simpson Wave.
Simpson
Oh wait,
Wave?
wait, the website where you can find any moment from The Simpsons.
No,
Is that that? Okay.
It might also be that, but it's people taking the most ironic form of music and then making it even more ironic to the point where it is no longer ironic.
What?
It's the most ironic thing I've ever seen. It's people taking vaporwave songs, which is like something
vaporwave?
made. It's a basically like elevator music.
So
but, like,
Muzak.
well, it's like music, but heavily modified and stuff. It's like the whole idea of the genre is that it has no emotion in it whatsoever, more or less.
So it's just ambient background sounds.
But inspired by like music and like smooth jazz. So it's this completely ironic thing, but sets to like clips of the Simpsons in order to like then create an emotional reaction against this music that is designed to not make you have an emotional reaction.
Ed, where do you go on the internet to find these things?
Is that the This Exists thing, Ed?
He did a video on it, and so did Frank Jeffsey did a video on it, and then I just started watching Simpson Wave videos, and it's like, wow, this is intense.
Okay, so if you want to talk intense,
Well, it's not like intense. It's not like it's just like, this is vaporwave set to Simpsons. It's not like that deep.
there's a
But-
subreddit called Deep Into YouTube you might enjoy, but I also I've been watching, or I recently read a retrospective on a particular movie that made me want to watch the movie, and I'm so glad I did. It's called Fantastic Planet. Apparently,
heard of it.
never heard. You guys have never heard of it?
I've heard of it.
It's actually the Criterion Collection is going to be releasing it soon. Supposedly.
All right.
It's that good. But it's from 1973, and okay, so picture. Do you know the Monty Python cutout animation style where they
Yeah.
have just
Oh, I heard about this.
Yes, so they take that, but they apply it to a serious science fiction concept in French, filmed in Czechoslovakia, with you'll have to take me at face value on this, exposed blue breasts. And I'm not talking about Avatar. We're talking about a universe that takes itself completely seriously. Everything in this, it's basically like
Wait, so is it animated?
yes and no. It's taking that cardboard, that cutout stop motion animation, and just it is animated, but it's in that sense. So it's like the weirdest animation because it's a whole feature-length film, a science fiction film, takes place on an alien planet, and okay, you know that those episodes of Ren and Stimpy where they'd go to like they were in space, they were the space cadets, and they'd go to these crazy fucking planets with like ridiculous, plants and like things that are trying to kill them.
Because Ren and Stimpy.
Because Ren and Stimpy. So that came out in like 93, about 20 years after this movie. And I can only imagine they were inspired by this movie because like half of the movie is just spent illustrating crazy shit, doing crazy shit.
What is this called?
It's called Fantastic Planet, or
Alright.
in French I think it's called Le Planète Sauvage. And
Oh, there's some blue breasts.
yes, I mean, it is French, so it's like they are not shy about that. Like, there's no rhyme or reason for whose tits are exposed and whose aren't. It's just, they're aliens, whatever. They do what they want. But holy shit, if you want to not understand something, watch that movie. Or better yet, if you want to make somebody question their existence, show that to them, like, without prepping them for it.
I'm not gonna lie, this looks baller as hell.
It's and here's the thing, it has a sweet soundtrack. It has like a prog rock soundtrack.
What?
And it's in French. It's kind of batshit insane in the best possible way. This was the character art and all that shit was done by the same guy who wanted to do Dune in the 70s, and he almost made the movie
Wait,
Dune.
this is Alejandro
Jodorowsky?
Alejandro Jodorowsky?
He wanted to make
What the
Dune.
hell?
Well, it wasn't like this isn't his movie. He just did he worked on it. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he wanted to make Dune. He couldn't make Dune, but all the people he gathered to make his Dune movie ended up doing like Ridley Scott, George Lucas, like everybody was fucking not George Lucas. It was dudes that worked for I forgot. I think Lawrence Kasdan, somebody. But
It was like Dan O'Bannon who did like
yeah, it was like all the people that ended up being like the most influential people after the 1970s were involved in the Dune movie, and the guy who spearheaded the Dune movie was involved in this. So you can trace like a clear line between this and fucking Alien.
I'm gonna have to watch this.
It's
is
fucking
it
great.
is it?
Did you know that
This looks baller as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
What did I know?
Ed and I know one of our professors was the sound mixer for Holy Mountain.
I still don't
Jodorowsky.
believe that.
I kind
I
of
think
have
he's
to. at
just
this point.
bullshitting you the whole time he's there.
I mean,
No, he's credited.
is he?
Yeah, well, what's his name? Is it like John Doe or something?
No,
Like, is
it's
it somewhere he can just
it's
say that's
Howard
him?
Lester.
That's still
There-
pretty common. That's
There aren't many Howard Lesters.
See. The thing is, the dude's insane. So like, he could be like, "Yeah, I worked with the Jodorowsky." I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, of course you did."
I mean, there's an Adam Devine in films today who shares a name with my brother, Adam Devine.
Yes.
So I could easily say that
But
Adam
the
Devine
thing
is my
is,
brother.
this is the same guy who's still tagged in other things.
How do you know
so
he didn't
that-
kill Howard Lester and steal his soul? You know, eat his heart and all that. That's a thing that happens.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm aware of the heart killing.
Yeah, where,
Hey, he was the sound editor.
Wait, stop. The entire movie's on Dailymotion?
yes. That's how
Okay.
I watched it, actually. I Chromecasted it to my TV from Dailymotion.
Okay.
Although it's probably not the best. I'm sure they're like the DVD release, and I'm sure the Criterion Collection version will be way better quality, but it's still more than good enough.
I'm sure the people who like remaster the movies at Criterion Collection, like occasionally they get like some like masterpiece, and then occasionally they get just like weird, obscure like Czechoslovakian shit. Where it's like what?
It's just, throw it in the mixer. It'll be fine.
Yeah, let me just clean up the grain off of this like mutilated vagina real quick and
Yeah.
call it a day.
That is a good statement to have in this.
Some of the shit in the
Podcast.
Criterion Collection, yeah, it's
Brought to you by the
it's
Criterion
fucked.
Collection, demutilating vaginas since 1981.
It should be their motto.
What do we demutilate? Vaginas. That's what.
Among other things, but
Among
primarily.
among several other things that we demutilate. That's the top one. That's our bread and butter. Well, okay. What was the game?
Time to
again?
play the second game.
Yeah, what was the? I forgot what we decided. Oh, sound effects. Right, we're gonna do sound effects. Okay. Okay. So, let's go ahead. We're gonna go on to our next game. Our next game is a game that I like to call sound effects. And I've already got a scene suggestion for you guys,
Uh-oh.
and I think you're gonna enjoy it. So, first of all, let's explain the game before I give you your scene suggestion. Sound Effects is a game where our two players, Ed and Matt, are going to conduct a scene. And while they're conducting their scene, I'm going to be providing them with several sound effects. And they're just going to have to deal with it because that's the way life is sometimes. Sometimes you're just doing a scene about, a farm, and then all of a sudden... And then, hey, who knows what the fuck that was? I don't.
Oh, those were chickens.
Really cold chickens.
My horse chickens. How are
My
they
horse
doing?
chickens! No, they're escaping. So, your suggestion for your scene is going to be Fantastic Planet. You're on a planet full of...
That is fantastic.
That is
fantastic.
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 That is your suggestion. So, players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
3 minutes on the clock. Begin.
Dad. Dad.
What, son? Yes. Yep.
Well, you woke up really quick right there. I really thought that you would take longer and be a little more dramatic about it, but that's okay.
Always on guard.
I
Always
need
on
to-
guard.
I always. Dad, I gotta be honest with you. I know where we live and everything. I think I might be miserable.
You can't be miserable. Oh, I'm
No, the
sorry.
police did not hear that.
See, look. We have plenty of wild animals around here that are just all fantastic. You cannot be sad here in a place that is as gorgeous as this.
Dad,
Look at this view.
Dad.
Just
No,
look at the neighbors building their new lighthouse. Such a majestic lighthouse. You're going
I
to...
know we live on the coastline. Here, can you just come outside with me for a second? Can you walk out
Sure,
here?
sure. Yes,
Can you
of
do-
course.
oh,
I love going
just-
outside.
Oh God.
Step over there. Step over there. Don't step on it. Ah, come on.
Okay, now I want you. Do you see this, Dad, on the ground? This creature here?
Oh,
Is
it's
that
so adorable.
Is,
so adorable.
is that not ugly as shit?
No, absolutely not. It is fantastic. See, look, it's so slimy, and look at its shell just kind of cracking in 4 different directions, and all the 9 teeth just kind of
It's making
crunching
noises
and...
that make me uncomfortable.
Well, it's because it's eating. Have you ever watched yourself eat? You are disgusting while you eat, but I still love you because you are my son.
And I think that's something dying over on the coastline.
Oh, nothing ever
I'm pretty
dies
sure
on
that's something
coastline.
dying.
Oh, look, it's just a porpoise. Oh, let's just shove the porpoise back into the ocean where she
Dad, you
belongs.
can't just touch the. You need to go wash your hands, Dad. This place is disgusting. Everything about this place is awful.
I can just wipe my hands on this horse here and just wipe it. Just wipe it. There we go. These are the cleanliest horses. You could take a bath in these horses. They're so hygienic. Oh, I'm gonna take a bath in these horses right now. Just
Dad, can you just drive me to a hospital?
Wrong sound effect.
for a moment there, I'm like, is that new choice?
No ending.
That one was okay. I think we want. I kind of want to redo that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seemed like it didn't really go. It literally went nowhere. It went outside, and then we just kind of made noises.
I was trying to take it. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to try this game? Do we want to change games, or just
So
different
we can play this
suggestions?
game again.
Okay. Is anyone else interested in leading it and doing the effects?
Hell no.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
no, because I haven't played a game yet.
Okay. So, let's see. All right, I'll give you a new suggestion. Actually, if I'm gonna do it, we have to reintroduce the game because I kind of fed into the notion that I had a good idea in the introduction. No, fuck it. I'll make it sound good.
You can always just re-record it yourself if it doesn't have it.
Just by myself. All right. Okay, so our players, we've got to get a suggestion here. Our suggestion for our players. I'm going to turn to the random noun generator, our best buddy in the world. We use a random noun generator to determine our nouns on a random basis. And so, let's click the random noun generator here. Your suggestion for your scene is crash. Crash is your scene suggestion.
Crash.
So, players, this is the game of sound effects. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
Son, what have I told you about hunting bandicoots? They're an endangered species.
Dad.
Put
Okay.
him down. Put him
No,
outside.
no,
I don't
no.
care how hard it was for you to capture him. That is a
No.
life. That is a bandicoot
Look at him.
life.
Look at his eyes. Look at it.
Yeah,
He wants
look
to
at-
die. Look at him.
He wants to die because he's interacted with you, but you know what? That's just a permanent solution to a temporary problem. All right, so just put him outside.
So what do you,
right
what do you think
now.
was going? You know what? Fine. I'll toss him. Like just whoop, there we go.
Yeah,
Tossed him.
there we go.
I just threw him away.
Yeah, okay. And look, he's running away from you. You know why? Because you're
Yep,
filthy.
yep, and right off a cliff. And that was
know-
the cutest suicide noise I've ever heard.
You know what I'm talking about? He's the permanent solution to a temporary problem. You would have done the same thing.
Wait, you just said that we wouldn't do the same thing.
Well, you know what?
Wait, is it alive?
Okay.
Okay,
See,
okay.
see,
No,
this
is
is
that
the
it down
bandicoot
there?
I'm talking. Yes, that's the same bandicoot. That's
So
the same bandicoot.
climb down and go get it. You made me throw it.
Fine. Okay.
There we go.
Just this one time, just
Yeah.
yeah.
How's it doing? How you doing?
I was doing all right, doing all right.
All right.
He's injured, but
Okay.
he'll be okay. He's gonna make it.
Oh, he's gonna make it, huh?
Yeah, go get the peroxide from the medicine cabinet. Just
I
toss
will
it down
just
here.
find the peroxide in this forest.
It's in the medicine cabinet at home. Just go back.
You want me to drive all the way home?
I mean, well, you don't have your license yet, so I expect you would get into the bicycle and then just bike your way home like a responsible
I will just
teenager
get right
that
into the
you are.
bicycle, Dad. Here I go. I am just ding ding. There we go.
All right, bye. Okay.
And I'm pedaling as fast.
Okay, you're gonna be okay, Mr. Bandicoot. You're gonna be perfectly fine. He should be back here any moment now. He should be. It was about time you showed up.
All right, Dad. We're out of peroxide, but I have chloroform.
That's not okay. Fine. Just anything.
Are we?
Just-
Do we suspect the Bandicoot is espionage at all?
This looks. I checked him. He's clean. He had a little bit
All right,
of
I'm gonna
marijuana in
climb
his
down.
anus.
I'm climbing
but
down. I'm
that's
climbing
about
down.
it.
I'm
No,
climbing
okay,
down.
fine,
Oh,
fine.
God.
Get down here. No, you're just
Oh,
gonna
oh,
just gonna
Dad,
throw the bandicoot
this
again.
rock is loose. Dad, this rock is loose.
Pick a different rock.
Oh, you smashed the bandicoot! What the?
Temporary solution to a permanent problem.
Sure was. What do bandicoots sound like?
I don't know what bandicoots sound
Are
like.
they one of those silent animals?
I don't even really know what bandicoots look like besides Crash.
I imagine they just sound
Oh,
like...
look at that thing. Look at that. It looks like a
Googling
shrew.
bandicoots?
That looks like a shrew. Aww.
Bandicoots are like the cute little things, right? They look like bush babies almost.
No, not at all. They look
No,
like
they're
a
not.
shrew.
They look like a shrew.
Yeah,
Is
look
it
up a
tamed?
Like an
Look up-
echidna?
No, like a shrew. Like, look up a shrew.
Nah.
Okay.
I'd rather keep the mystery alive of what shrews
All
look
right.
like to me.
All
I've never
right.
seen a
I
shrew.
only know of them because of Secret of Nim. So,
I gotta rewatch that movie. I saw it when I was a little kid. I didn't understand what I was watching. Which is sad because it's a kids movie. I should have known.
it's a dark kids movie. So,
Yeah, like I'm assuming some of it would have gone over my head, but I feel like most of it went over my head. I must not have been paying attention. It's about
that's a
mice,
good
right?
album title, though. A temporary solution to a permanent problem
By the Bandicoots.
by the Bandicoots.
Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna do our final scene game for tonight. This is a game we like to call Interrogation.
Yay!
Who wants to guess?
I'll guess.
Ed is gonna guess.
I will guess.
I already said. I'm guessing.
I said Ed will guess.
Bitch.
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Pardon me?
I'm muting my boops. Boop boop.
Okay.
Is he
The way we
loaded?
play interrogation, we do it like so. We've got ourselves a convict, a felon, if you will, that is played by Ed. He has left the room, left the studio for the time being. He is muted. While Ed is gone, we are going to discuss what his crime was. You see, Ed does not know what his crime was, and we're going to have to help him discover it through the act of improvisational comedy, and at which point we will arrest him. Now, we need to know three things about Ed. We need to know who he was with, we need to know where they were at, and we need to know what crime it is that they committed. So first off, who was Ed with?
Who was Ed with?
Ed was with Ed was with the Blue Power Ranger.
Okay.
It was the Blue Power Ranger.
I'm just gonna tack into my just infinite Power Ranger knowledge and think about the blue one exclusively.
I know you're being ironic, but I mean I do have that.
Are there specific traits with the blue one?
He was the only one played by a guy who was gay and who left the show because he was bullied for being gay.
Oh,
I don't know if Ed would know that though. I'm not sure how versed Ed is back in the
Let's just
in the,
try it.
in
Why
the
not?
office politics of Power Rangers. But he was the Triceratops. He was
In
the
what?
What?
Wait, what?
His Zord was the Triceratops.
His Zord.
His Zord, of course. His Zord.
A Zord is a Zord, of course.
A Zord is a Zord, of cord.
Okay.
So,
So
Blue
where
Power
were
Ranger.
they?
They were at I don't know.
They were in Nim.
They were in Nim. You're gonna have to take the lead on that one because I only saw
I
it
have
once
no
when I was
idea.
2. Well, this is gonna be fun. They were in Nim. And the crime they committed was they
They pet a dog in the wrong direction.
they pet a dog in the wrong direction.
Okay.
This is gonna take so much time.
No, we got this.
We got this. All right. So the allegations against Ed are that he was with the Blue Power Ranger. They were in Nim petting a dog the wrong way.
Yep.
All right. Let's ping Ed to come back into the room.
Ready?
Ed. When Ed comes back, we will begin the game.
Alright,
Get in here. All right, have a
What do
seat.
you want? What do you
Sit
want?
down.
Sit right down. You're gonna sit down right now.
I don't care how many ceratops you have. It's not gonna help you.
Abadi abada. Abadi abada.
Alright.
Whether you're in your
What do
regular
you
form
wanna
or if
know?
you're in your mega form, it doesn't matter. That guy can't help you now.
Your story is as unbelievable as the fighting. Is as
True.
unbelievable as the
It's
fighting.
almost as if it came right straight from Japan.
Oh, you thinking I went to Japan, right? I have never been outside of this wonderful country, minus Canada and the United Kingdom and Australia.
We'll
and
work
a
on
few
where
days
you
in
were.
France.
We're concerned with who you were with first.
We're talking about
who was-
a Japan specialist, if you will, an import.
Oh,
man.
really?
Yeah,
You might
abadi
call it
abada.
import.
No.
One
Who
of 5 or
would
6.
who would I go to see?
Well,
Cool.
you go to your true blue best friend. That's who you'd go to see.
Who would I go to see?
I mean, there's a disembodied floating head that can help you find the person you're looking for. But I tell you what, though,
That's so. If
He's
I
not-
only had
he's-
a brain.
maybe he did have a brain.
You'll
He's
find
he's
the
got the biggest
truthful
brain
ones.
out of any of them. I mean, he can fix the communicators. He can summon all the robots. He knows his shit. Don't you sell him short. Just because he's the nerd of the group and everyone thinks, oh, he's not.
We
as cool
watched
or
you try
powerful.
and combine and run away.
Yeah.
We watched you.
I can
But you were
combine
missing
whatever
3
I want to.
components.
Oh, what components was I missing then?
I mean, you've got not just
Please.
one dinosaur, but 5 dinosaurs.
There's
and somehow
5
that makes a
dinosaurs,
robot.
and you only had 2.
Yep. He may
Yeah,
only
I
have
can-
1 out of the 5 dinosaurs, but that's all you need.
How many dinosaurs do you have? Oh, 0? Okay, well, you're in no position to talk. So, this whole like, oh, I can critique you. No, you can't, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know
Unbelievable.
exactly what I'm talking about here.
What,
I
you're
got
just,
it.
I'm just supposed to freeze in place?
Well, you tried to fight us, but you would swing at me, and you'd swing like 2 feet away, and you'd come nowhere near me, and you'd expect I'd get hit. Well, that doesn't work
Yeah, I'd expect you
in
to
real
get
life.
hit.
I mean, you think I just turn into putty just because you touch me? No,
I mean,
absolutely not.
I'm in a pickle here, but I mean, I can do whatever.
Listen, the real
What?
ones of these guys can be found at parks, taking care of wildlife. Those are the rangers we care about.
But the
not-
problem is when you give them too much power, they get out of
Yeah.
control. They get out of control. They start stomping around the city. They start destroying Angel Grove. We can't have that anymore.
Well, I mean, I can
And you-
be with. I mean,
The red one would be fine. The
I
pink
like
one would be
all.
fine.
I like all colors. Like I
But
don't,
you were
I don't
with
actually
this one.
see color because I am colorblind. So I could have been with the Green Ranger. I could have been with the Blue Ranger. I could
Oh,
have been with
really?
the Yellow
Oh, so you
Ranger.
admit you were with the Blue Ranger, huh?
Well,
Him and his,
they're all-
and his
they're
fancy
all-
Triceratops.
They're all the Gray Ranger to me. They're all the Gray Ranger to me because I
Ooh.
cannot
Oh, well,
see
you
color.
and your so-called Gray Ranger. Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine.
the,
But
the
let's
dark
talk
Gray
about-
Ranger.
Let's talk about where we found you guys, huh? Let's talk about where we found you.
Yeah. So you and the Blue Ranger. Listen,
Yeah.
he was blue. Even if you were colorblind, it'd be red. Red green colorblind, and that doesn't even make a difference at this point. Blue colorblind. What are you, a dog?
Yeah. Woof.
Anyway, you guys tried to keep where you're at secret for so long,
Just the
As
secret
quiet
of this
as a
place
mouse.
was so hard to keep.
You both say this quiet as a mouse.
I mean, it may have been the '80s, sure, but that's no excuse.
Look,
And-
I mean, I
and
can
you're-
I can keep as many secrets as I want to because like Mrs. Brimsby is amazing. All right. So don't even don't even mess with my girl because she is incredible. Don't
Oh,
even
yeah?
play.
Where can we find this girl of yours, huh?
Yeah.
Where can we find
Well,
her?
I mean, it's a secret. It's completely a secret.
Whose secret?
Well,
Just like
it's-
farmers have secrets, but you
It's
know
a
what?
secret
You're a
of
little
who?
scared of that farm right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I would say it's the National Institute of Mental Health.
Could you abbreviate that for us real quick? Just abbreviate it.
If
just
you were
a bit.
if you were to pronounce it like an idiot, what would you say?
It's a secret of
Yeah, that's not.
Blue Power Ranger with Nim at Nim. But what you were doing to this?
What was
you
I
know what?
doing?
You need to.
What was I
I need
doing?
to go puke. I need to take a breather.
Oh, well, do you want to do it just on my lap here?
We're gonna go back to the incident we're talking about where you were with a certain animal. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
I
the thing
love
is,
animals.
most people who are with this animal, they go with the grain. But you know what? You decided to just mess that up.
I mean,
I
man,
don't
you-
like grain. I'm very much against grain.
If anyone can shatter the relationship of man's best friend, it'd be you. And you just know the right buttons to push, or should I say, the right way to stroke.
Because you scared it away, you don't have one of these anymore. You just have a blank gone day. All right,
Yeah,
a blank gone day.
Look. When various creatures come up to me with their mouths open wide, being like, "I'm so happy to see you, woof woof," I'm going to pet that like nobody's business, and that includes all directions. That includes with the grain, against the grain, outside of the grain. I can do
You
whatever.
admit it, you
I can do
monster.
anything.
Now you give us a full confession right now.
Okay,
I
not a
want to
crime.
hear it.
So I was with what I assume could only be the Blue Ranger, I guess.
I'll be
I can't
real.
really tell.
Yeah, you with the blue.
And we were at the Secret of Nim, and we were petting dogs against the grain.
Book 'em.
Weird. Fucking sicko. The ones that I thought would be hard were easy, and the ones that I thought would be easy were hard.
I thought it was a Dragon Ball Z character, the first one, and so
That
that
was
was.
Bircher, maybe like the big blue dude from DBZ.
Well, the thing is, I have never really seen Dragon Ball Z, so that was the whole like in a pickle and we'll freeze.
I was wondering what the fuck pickle meant. Was that pickle?
It was Piccolo.
Piccolo.
You really threw me off. I kind
And
of was
then
speechless from that. I was like,
and then there's like, Kugo. I don't know. It's Goku.
Yes, Kuga. Dragon Ball Z starring.
Well, no,
Kuga.
no, like Goku. I was saying Kugo.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
If you play it back,
We'll
my
go to
very
the tape and
limited
we'll-
knowledge of Dragon Ball Z will just shine
If we
through.
scrutinize our easy to follow improv as we claim, we will
Don't worry.
absolutely.
We'll edit it so it sounds so coherent you'll not even realize I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Which is what I usually do. My usual approach. So let's go
Classic.
ahead. We're gonna do our ending game. Our ending game for this evening is a little game that for some reason we call Boston Market. I don't know why. We call it that. When I explain it, you'll understand why I'm confused why we call it that. But so Boston Market has as the name implies, I guess somehow, is a game where we're going to go in order. We're going to take turns, and we are going to. Oh wait, you know what? I forgot. Did I pause? Did I mention that I wanted to change up the format slightly with this one? I think I might have, but I don't remember if I did or not.
No, to us.
Where instead of assigning each of us up front one and going in order between those three, we'll just do we'll assign all of us one, go in order for
Like world's
suggestion.
worst.
Yeah, basically. But
Okay.
we'll only do one each, or maybe we'll do one each, and then we'll move on to another one. Or actually,
Okay.
no, maybe we'll do a couple. We'll do like 2
Yeah.
rounds each, but that way because I listened to the footage of the first one we did, and I found it kind of hard for me to keep track of who was who, and that made it
Yeah.
harder to make the jokes funny because I'm like, fireman, what? So I can imagine what your average viewer or listener would probably think. It'd probably be hard.
Yeah,
to
they're
do.
not all super geniuses like you.
I know. Not everyone's as good about it as me. But, yeah. So, okay. So, we are going to, we're going to go in order, and we're going to, we have all recently been, let go from our previous employment. And we are going to take up new employment as the new proprietor of the local sex shop, where we are selling all sorts of sex toys and sexual utilities. And we're going to get suggestions for our previous employers. And since we're lifetime employees of said profession, we're going to attempt to carry over the skills we learned in our last profession to our new trade. And so, for example, so for right now, so let's say all of us were previously dentists, and now we are hawking the wares of the local porno emporium, if you will. So we're gonna go in order. We're gonna each give out some our best 10-second sales pitch as dentist turn porno hawker. So we'll start with Ed. We'll go in order. We're gonna go rapid fire here.
Couldn't have explained that more awkwardly.
Yeah, of course.
Porno hawker.
Porn hawker.
My favorite shop owners.
Hawker.
Next
So-
to my grocery hawkers.
So let's go
And
ahead.
my Stephen Hawkers.
Oh. So, former dentist turned porn shop owners, ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna squirt something in your mouth real quick and just swish it around for a little bit and spit it out, and it'll be beautiful. Your teeth will be amazing.
Open wide.
Now, you may feel a slight numbing sensation.
Oh yeah, we keep all of our instruments in these little plastic pouches that we give out to each new person.
And each person that comes in leaves with a free toothbrush.
No extra holes. You get a sticker.
It's a different kind of drilling.
Was that Ed? Was that a cavity joke?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where you
No
were.
cavities, so you
I
get a
wasn't
sticker.
sure where you were landing with that one. No extra holes. Free sticker. Sounds like any profession. There's no profession where having more holes would be good if you come to visit that person. Like
Unless you work at the camp and holes.
That's true. That's true.
Then they need more holes.
Like if I were to take my boat to the boat shop, they wouldn't give me a sticker
No,
for
no,
having
no.
one
Take
more
your
hole
boat
than
to
I
the
used
boat
to.
hawkers.
The
You
boat
gotta take them to the boat hawkers.
Oh, the balkers. Yeah, I hate them. Okay, so our new previous employer, we were all previously employed by McDonald's.
Look, I'm sorry, our shake machine's out. You're gonna have to take it raw.
You're gonna need 2 jobs at minimum wage to afford this one.
Yeah, can you believe it? They're replacing us with robots.
Man, you just gotta clean the grease trap and it'll be great.
I know. I think it's bullshit too that they got rid of the supersize.
Sorry, the drive-thru's closed.
Well, I mean, you can see what's on the dollar menu right now, and
I'm trying to come up with a pun for Big Mac. Just Big Mac. This one's called the Big Mac. Let's go with that for now.
Would you like fries with that?
I'm gonna give you a Happy Meal.
No, you provide your own special sauce.
Oh. 2 onions, pickles, cheese, lettuce on a sesame seed bun. We call it a dildo.
No, you've graduated. You get a mighty kid's meal.
All right, that's okay.
No, absolutely, you can get a 20-piece for yourself.
Oh. I just realized that I missed a big opportunity there. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna swap out my previous one for this better version because that's how improv works. 2 onions, pickles, cheese. Wait, onions, pickles, cheese, lettuce on a sesame seed bun. We call it the Big Cac.
Am I going again?
No.
Okay.
That was good. That was enough. All right, our final previous occupation. We were previously employed at at a national park.
You can get the kayak for free with the paddles. The paddles are extra. The paddles.
We call this one the Great Redwood.
What you want to do is you want to splurge for the audio tour.
Okay, these are the designated places you can pitch a tent.
No judgment if you want to play with bears.
Oh. Now, we must insist that you keep all your hands and feet outside of the cages.
All right, and it's going to be the hardest summit of your life. The hardest summit.
No, for those who are into a wildlife.
We're open from dawn to dusk.
Shit.
All right. That's good. We've got enough. We've got plenty to go.
One more, or is that good?
You want
I
one more?
love
Do you have
that
one
game.
more? I don't have one more.
I don't have one more.
Oh, wait. What is it? Become your own Old Faithful?
The Grand
remember-
Teton. Wait. The Grand Tetons. Yeah, translate that shit.
Now, if you're into water sports, I can show you to Yellowstone. I'm disturbed at myself that I was so familiar with the term water sports. Like, I had to go and be like,
We were
am I
all
too
14.
familiar with that word? Do I know too much about that? I'm not interested in it, and yet I know an awful lot about it. I had to question myself for a second there. Like, am there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong?
There is Gawkers, Hawkers.
M. Gawk Shyamalan. I'm having a stroke. Okay, well, that was all well and good. Today, I'd like to tell you guys about what I've learned here today. Today, I learned that there's a whole lot of ways to describe the pornographic industry. You can use several different words that end in "awker," and all of them are equally valid. Ed, what did you learn today?
I learned that every ranger is the Gray Ranger.
If you believe hard enough. What would that look like if you were a fan of the Power Rangers as a kid, and you didn't know you were colorblind, and kids kept telling you, like, I'm the Yellow Ranger, I'm the Pink Ranger, and you just looked at them like they were fucking crazy?
No, you just look at them and you're like, one day I'll be in college and I'll be better than all of you. Everyone will think I'm better than all of you. Because I don't see color.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were referencing a very specific person you knew who was colorblind and then became a monster in
My
college.
dad's colorblind. And
not
he was
saying
a monster in college. Whew! That physics major, locking himself up in the libraries all night.
He became giant and ate people and smashed down buildings and was like, roar!
Wait, guys, I learned something too.
No, you didn't.
Matt, you didn't learn anything today, did you?
I did, actually. I learned something very important.
Yes.
I learned that no matter what, you should not play with a bandicoot, even if it's bandicoot.
Wise
Thank
advice.
you for the turkey sound effect.
Sage advice.
Thank you for the grumpy sound effect. Thank you for being my grandfather.
Jimmy! Grandson!
Now outro the show like this.
That was, I guess that was the Chimp Knuckles. We got,
What's that, Grandfather Kermit? What's that?
Brought to you by Fixident. It's what holds my teeth in my mouth all the time.
Just a very brutally honest ad.
It works for me. And we've got, we're all over. Well, we've got, my son tells me that we're on the internet. I don't understand what that means, but I'll take his word for it because he feeds me my pills.
Brought to you by Fred's TP. It really just wipes your butt.
It wipes your butt. But it's marketed by Wilford Brimley, and I trust him. He has a nice face, and he reminds me of me, so I listen to him. He sold me life insurance too over the phone. We're on. I'm told we're on Facebook, Twitter, we're on YouTube, on SoundCloud, and Tumblr. I don't like to tumble. It hurts now. Last time I tumbled, I broke my hip, and it took several weeks to heal. The doctor said I may not have survived. We've also got several different. We've got what we call that the Earl, the Earl. It's www. Chimp Knuckles. .com/. I'll say that again. It's www. Chimp Knuckles, all one word. .com for com /. And you type that into Internet Explorer, and then it goes to Bing, and then you type it again into Bing, and then you'll find it. And if you don't like doing that, we've also got several. You can find us on podcasting apps if you're young and hip. I'm not. But if you're young enough to understand how podcasting pods works, I don't know. The last time I cast a pod was in WW2 and I had to bail out of my jet.
www.2
www.2.Hitler. So anyway, we're the greatest generation.
HTTP.
No, you don't need that anymore.
Dude, if Hitler had a website, it would be www.hitler.nazi. Like, that would be it.
No, it would be Hitler.commie. That dirty bastard. Well, anyway, before I take my nap, let me assure you that our shows are happening all the time, weekly-ish. by weekly, like the boxes my pills come in. There's 7 days. By the time 7 pills have passed, there's a new episode. Most likely. If not, it's because you need to send, and this is important, you'll need to send an ambulance to my home. Because if I don't show up, there's a good chance I've died in my Barcalounger. I don't have a life alert bracelet. They took it away because I kept calling them when my cat ran away. So they won't let me have one. So in the meantime, you can just go to the internet and find it and have fun listening to all the things that we do. And we used to have a catchphrase, but I forget. I don't remember what it was. It was something clever and funny, but you know, I'm past my prime. So I'm just going to go ahead and say don't use Depends because it's not worth it. Just poop your pants like a man. Because that's the American way. Good night, everybody.
Don't look a gift chimp in the knuckles.
Don't chimp your horse in the face because...
This outro is like half the episode. I just want to let you know.
We doubled the length of this episode.
9 hours! What?
Whoa! And why does it smell like mothballs?
Ugh.
Tapioca!
All right. Well,
All right, guys.
approximately an hour, but most of that was bullshitting, so we've got a good half hour worth of content. Great.
Floppy
Yeah.
penises.
Yeah. Well,
Erect
shown.
fun times.
Erect fun times with Stroke and Matt and the Ed.
Hannah.
Sesame Street went way downhill.
I like how Sesame Street is really subversively good at doing parody. You would
Oh,
never
yeah.
think, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
always
Oh, they're
everyone's
real good
always
at it.
surprised when they come out with like a parody of something popular. But it's like they've been doing
Brilliant.
that since the '60s. They've been doing clever parody. Like I
That's
remember they
brilliant.
did when I was a kid. They did a parody of Material Girl called Serial Girl, and I didn't know what even was. I just knew that the Serial Girl song was catchy as hell when I was a kid.
I'm a material girl.
Cereal. Yeah,
They-
she
they-
made cereal.
The most... I saw one where they were the Sons of Anarchy, but they're the Sons of Poetry.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, their Game of Thrones one was great. Which, you know, you should not be telling any young kid about Game of Thrones until they're at least 16. That way they won't look it up.
Yeah, I feel like there's a certain point where it's like, should we parody this? Should kids be aware?
No.
But they won't know that it's a parody. It's like with Nicktoons, where it was like, you know, there was tons of shit that went over kids' heads. They didn't understand why it was funny.
Mhm.
Like there was an episode of Rocco that was called Carnival Knowledge. I didn't know what the hell that meant for at least a decade. I remember the exact instant it clicked in my head that show title was a wordplay on carnal knowledge. Like it was at least 10 years after I had watched that show. And it was like enjoying it all over again.
Lovely.
Indeed.
I also really like that Sesame Street is an HBO original now.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like it's more of a referendum on our shitty public spending policies that we can't afford to keep Sesame Street from turning to a private company.
Well, I mean they're going to Netflix. There's no commercials on HBO, so it makes sense.
I suppose.
There's no commercials. That was the main pull of PBS for so long, was no commercials.
Yeah.
And now there's a lot of places with no commercials.
Yeah, but you still have to pay for it though.
True.
PBS you don't have to pay. Well,
You
I
don't
mean,
have to
you do,
pay
but you're
for it.
paying in taxes. Like different model.
Oh, and Mike, in case you're wondering, the people next to it have not stopped the entire show.
Has it intensified?
No, it's kind of died down, but I still can't
no
tell.
way.
What?
Really?
What?
Because I missed the very beginning.
Oh, or I can't tell if the people living next to me are having a horrific argument or are banging.
I'm thinking it's both. I'm thinking they're
I
having
can't
like they
tell.
started fucking and then they're like they realized they forgot the milk in the car and it went bad and they're just blaming each other like I thought you said you had it. No, you said you had it. Suck my dick, damn it.
Okay. I can't tell.
There
All right,
were times,
guys,
were times when I wish I knew whether my neighbor could hear what I'm saying through the walls. That was one of those times.
I have turned my fan off to run this episode. I am melting. I am dying.
Is it hot? Oh, I guess it is hot.
It's 88 here. It's
I've had
93
my-
tomorrow.
I've had my air conditioning on for like 2 solid months. I haven't even attempted to brave the heat. I'm just like, why should I? I'm fat and lazy now. I should
I've
just
never
enjoy
owned
it.
air conditioning.
You what?
I've never had air conditioning.
You've never had it, or you don't currently have it?
Never had it. Our house is
How
not
have
built
you-
with it.
Holy fuck! How have you never had air conditioning? That's insane.
Fan in the window.
Ugh. I did that when I was at RIT. I did that because I lived in a house before I moved out. We had a place that didn't have air conditioning, and like that sucked in the summer. That fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize just how much for me being hot like slows my productivity. Like I didn't realize like it makes me a lazy slug. Like, I keep-
Being cold does that for me, so.
Really?
So, yeah.
weird. Like I mean I don't like being like I keep my apartment at 68 in the summer, which is like. People balk at that, but I'm like, it's cool enough where I'm not freezing, but it's like, I feel I don't feel lethargic. I feel productive. And then when I get outside, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, I've been melting this entire episode.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun. I'm drowning in my own. I have a special like Chimp Knuckles T-shirt that I'm actually wearing right now. That is just drenched.
Ugh. Wet Knuckles.
I wore it last week too. It was like I put it on. It was all like stiff and stuff. I was like,
Aww.
this is nice.
Alright, well,
Alright.
I'm going to go, I guess, watch the end of the NBA Finals, I guess, if it's still going.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Enjoy.